Honour members, before we went for health break, I had recognized Kota Central, and you have 20 minutes, Honourable. After Kota Central, then I'll pick another 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of to make their maiden speech in the August House, but also to respond to the State of National Address that was made by the State President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. I would like to, as part of my maiden speech, congratulate the people of Kota Central constituency for electing a very intelligent MP who is also visionary, brave and wise. And I believe that the next 5 years will be a period to reckon for the constituency. And I'd also like to thank them at the same time, from Kandere to Chizuma, from Malingachanzi to Mphonde, from Sungu to Nkhotakota Game Reserve, from Chamakuwe to Bua, for giving a very young boy, which they raised, this huge responsibility to lead thousands of lives that all look up to me for leadership, guidance, and representation. I thank them all, and some of them coincidentally are here as the students up there. I also thank them particularly. Mr. Speaker, sir, I understand the President's address did not touch on everything that needs to be addressed for us as a nation, and that ordinarily our response ought to be focused only to those matters that the President raised. But I beg your pardon to allow me, in the course of commenting on the SONA, to also raise issues that were not contained in the SONA in the spirit of nation building and objective representation. Firstly, Mr. Speaker, on the SONA, I think it was a very good speech in terms of its size, because we're coming from a background where we have had long poems recited from that podium with very little or too little action to follow up to that. But the President's speech was so concise, and what we expect now is that whatever was stated in the speech will be followed up with action, because Malawi is never short of leaders with beautiful speeches. Malawi has never been short of leaders who seem to know what we need and what we lack, but just can't fill in that gap. Malawi is never short of presidents who, in their first speeches, have raised hope. We have always had hope, even from the waist of our presidents. In their first speeches, they have raised hope in us, but that hope has always faded away as we go along. My prayer and hope is that APM has nothing to lose this time around, and all he has is a legacy to create and leave behind, and so he shall live to implement whatever is contained in his manifesto and what was said in his speech. Going forward with the speech, I'd like to touch on a few issues. First, the issue of hunger. We seem to be, as a nation, struggling with hunger each and every year. And for a person who understands what Malawi is, it's unfathomable to imagine that we can't feed ourselves year in, year out, when we have a freshwater lake that extends from Karonga to Mangochi. And we have so many other smaller water bodies that are bordering fertile soils, but we can't just find a solution to do away with the hunger problem once and for all. Now, I'd like to propose that although as a short-term remedy, it's a good idea to have emergency maize patches, as the president said in his speech. But going forward, I would like to imagine a nation where we have constructed very huge reservoir dams along our lake, so that if we cannot have enough harvest from the natural rain or natural water, at least we can have harvest from irrigation. I'm saying this bearing in mind that in 2022, our lake flooded. It flooded to the extent that huge structures, tourism structures that lie along the lake were demolished. You have the example of Ekaya in Mangochi, which was submerged in water. In Nkodakoda, we had in Nkodakoda Pottery Lodge, which was submerged in water. In Mangochi, so many houses were demolished because the lake was overflowing. But all that water to Indian Ocean because we couldn't harvest it as a nation. Harvest that water. Every time we have excess rains, we harvest the water, and later we use it for irrigation so we can stop this hunger song once and for all. It's embarrassing that we have water all around us, fed our soils, and yet we cannot feed ourselves. Very embarrassing. On education, the president did say that fees or some aspects of school fees in secondary schools are going to be abolished, which is a good step and a bold one to take, considering the financial and economic background this country is coming from and that we are in, of course. But I believe that an isolated policy that does not have another policy to support it and to speak towards the same direction does not help matters. And by that, what I mean is we can have free education from primary school to secondary school, even to university. But if you don't have a policy or a law that compels the children to stay in school for as long as they need to, then that policy is useless. So what we have in Malawi is free education in primary school, and now you're talking about almost free education in secondary school. But when you drive today, 8 a.m. going to Salima, you will find in Doha, children as young as 12 are already dressed in Gulewankulu on a school day. If you drive to Mulanje, you get to Nkando, children as young as 11, 8 are selling paper bags at the marketplace on a school day. And it's the same situation across the nation. So to what end is the free education policy? How does it benefit us? For me, this policy must be coupled or punctuated with other policies or laws that compel parents to keep their children in school for as long as we need them in school. One must not drop out of school just by their wish. No. When school is free, there is no reason to allow somebody to drop out of school. So for me, Mr. Speaker, and I hope this goes to the Minister of Education instantly, and I hope this is relayed to the President, we need a law very quickly that makes it criminal for a young child to drop out of school before they get to at least some tertiary institution. Even if they don't pass, staying in school for as long as they need is important. It's going to deal with a lot of problems, including early marriages, including the booming population, which now we can't handle, including the anonymous skinny on the streets. All these can be dealt with by that policy or law. And as a nation, for us, we have to take a step. If we can't take it now, we are doomed. Because if the population or a chunk of our population that is uneducated is bigger than those that are educated, we're going to be overrun. And the country will be chaotic, too difficult to manage or to govern. Everyone will be like that chair from the Limbi market, and there will be chaos. So before we get to that point, let us take a step. Let's have a law. On health, I noticed that the president talked about making drugs available, medical drugs available in hospitals. And that passage was just 2, if not 3 sentences. It was so quick. It was just an instruction to relevant institutions to take steps. But the president did not elaborate what steps would be taken. The president also seemed not to pay attention to the fact that most of our hospitals don't have ambulances. And as I speak in Nkhotakota, the MP has been, so to say, an ambulance provider. This is what should have been done by the government. Our role as MPs should have been to go to the hospital, to go to the DC, and inquire why ambulances are not functioning, not to provide ambulances. But because we have let the situation be and normalize, government has forgotten about ambulances in hospitals. So I think as we think about making drugs, medical drugs available in hospitals, it is also important that at the same time, we talk about the transportation in hospitals, because not all hospitals have the same capacity. Others are undercapacitated, and when a patient is at a particular level, they need to be transported to a better hospital, and that needs transportation, and MPs can be doing that every now and again. So as we resolve this problem, you also want to think about that. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President did not mention about transport, but I'd want to make a touch on that, particularly coming from Nkhotakota. One of the issues to do with the transport and public works in general is what was raised by my brother from Likoma about a JIT. In Nkhotakota, I think we need a JIT more than any other district does, because we had a very disastrous accident where tens of lives were lost. That must be in 2020 at Kariba JIT, where people were trying to board the Ilala in very rough waters, and their boat capsized, and we lost lives and property. And that has given a shock to the tourism industry, where not many people are as willing to come to Nkhotakota or use the route from Nkhotakota to Likoma. But it has also affected trade, because Nkhotakota supplies a lot of food to Mozambique and Likoma via that route. And if this is not resolved in time, we think we are being neglected as people of Nkhotakota. So as we spend this budget, and the government is making plans to come with the new budget, we would like to ask the Minister of Transport and Public Works and the government at large to consider prioritizing a JIT at Kariba in Nkhotakota. I understand some surveys were already done, and a contractor was consulted that time, but since then the project has stalled, and I'll be knocking at your doors every now and again, because this is what the people of Nkhotakota Central sent me to do. They did not send me to take your coffee, which does not have any taste at all. On the same, Mr. Speaker, sir, Nkhotakota is receiving a road that was, whose construction was initiated by the MCP government in 2020. I give them credit for that, despite everything else. But that road now faces two hiccups. The first hiccup is that there is the fuel shortage, which has affected the supply of fuel for construction. And the second hiccup is that we are getting towards the rainy season, and the progress doesn't seem to be so good. I would like to appeal to the Minister of Transport and Public Works, one, to provide special arrangement for fuel to the Nkhotakota Road project, so that construction works do not stall even when fuel is not in good supply. And secondly, that, if possible, you provide extra labor so that people there work 24/7. It doesn't make sense when you have lights, you have electricity, but you travel on that road, as urgent as that project is, nobody is working at night, people are sleeping. That's not how progressive countries work. Those that have been to China and other countries, people don't sleep. Economies must not sleep, and so must not do their public works. So we appeal, and this appeal is very urgent, to the Minister of Transport and Public Works. Uncle Jab is sitting there. Is it you? Whoever it is, help us with that so that we see progress. There are certain areas that are so difficult to... whoever it
Honorable, we refer to our colleagues by their constituency name, but I'll let that pass since we all haven't memorized the constituencies. But you can refer to him as the leader of the House. Proceed, Honorable.
Much obliged, Mr. Speaker. You may wish to sit down because an intelligent person is speaking. On AIP, Mr. Speaker, sir. On AIP, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to thank the President for making efforts to have 1,100,000 Malawians access farm input products. I think looking at the economy, that's not a bad deal. But I would like to warn that this time around, Mr. Speaker, sir, the government should make sure that there are no robadobas involved. IIP has always been tangled with this problem, where the route between, or the path between the provider and the beneficiary is always intercepted by dobadobas. We don't want a dobadoba, we want AIP that gets to the beneficiary quickly and in time. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would also want to appeal to the government through the Ministry of Agriculture to make sure that the farm inputs are in the people's homes in time. Rains in most parts of the south and center fully begin by mid-December. And if we can't have IIP by mid-December, we should be heading towards a disaster. So I would like to appeal to government to expedite the process of procurement.
Consider winding up.
Thank you. I would also like to appeal to the Minister of Agriculture to open more access points, like in our central constituency. Would appreciate if we had an access point at Lozi, an access point at Bauti, around Kasamba area, and another access point at Chipato, so that people can easily access the farm inputs. In terms of the youth loans, Mr. Speaker, sir, Kodawara Central is very excited about it. As you may know, that I'm a champion of youth empowerment through investment and business. And I launched my campaign on a number of projects that are aimed at empowering youth, including the production of watermelons, production of rice. So the mentioning of loans, 100 million kwacha coming to each constituency, excited me. My only prayer is that this would be realistically accessed by those that need to access it. On 5 billion Malawi kwacha going to each constituency, as I wind down, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to appeal first that the 5 billion must not just be on paper. It's my first time to be in Parliament, but I hear news that sometimes a term can elapse without the budgeted money being spent because the money came late. Other times, it doesn't even come. I appeal that the 5 billion must be
with these few remarks.
And finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to ask the government that the 5 billion Malawi kwacha going to each constituency must be just a starting step. In the future, the government must consider putting in place a law in the Local Government Act provision that every district must harvest its own revenue and spend part of it in the district. In Kodakoda, Ilovo pays a lot of revenue to the government, but the people have a very small benefit from it. What if we collected our own revenue from Ilovo, spent it on our needs, and share the remainder with Capitol Hill for it to still better after we have spent our part? With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to thank and congratulate you on being appointed as Speaker. And I thank APM for promising hope to Malawians. Thank you so much.
Point of correction.
Thank you so much.
Point of correction.
I'll take Honorable Lilongwe Mpenu Nkoma. I'll take Honorable Luntha Site.
Sochi Zingwangwa.
Luntha?
Sochi Zingwangwa.
Sochi Zingwangwa.
Yes.
And I'll take the Honorable Minister of Health and my sister at the end. Honorable Kosuese?
Mulanje Southeast.
Zomba?
Ole.
No, the Honorable
Sondole.
Lady MP?
Yes.
Sondole?
Yes.
Yeah, in that order. But I see Government Whip. I'll come to you, Honorable. Before we go, let me give the whip.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for giving the people of Nankaga an opportunity to speak. Mine, Mr. Speaker, is a point of correction. The honorable member for Nkhotakota Central area in his maiden speech indicated that the president's speech did not touch on certain aspects that we need to recover as a country. I need to remind this House, Mr. Speaker, that effective sonars are like miniskirts, short but covering all the necessary areas. So, what was delivered in this House by His Excellency the State President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, is a dosage that we need as a sick country to recover. He covered all the necessary areas, and that is in order. The other dosages will come as we proceed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Government Whip. Let's honor members. Let's proceed. Starting with Lilongwe Mpenu. Yours is not maiden speech, so you have 10 minutes. Proceed, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting the people of Lilongwe Mpenu an opportunity to contribute to the address by the State President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Let me begin by, like others have done before, congratulating you, Mr. Speaker, sir, on your ascendancy to the office of the Speaker. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to thank the people of Lilongwe Mpenu for trusting me once again and sending me back to this House to represent them. I'm truly grateful to them, and I do not take this for granted. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me at this juncture, before I address or I contribute directly to the address by the President, allow me to join the call coming from the leader of UTM in this House for a fresh investigation into the tragedy that befell this nation. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to agree with her that what happened was a big tragedy. And Mr. Speaker, sir, the lives that we lost were important, and particularly when you consider that one of the lives that we lost was the State Vice President. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I am aware that in his first address to the nation by the State President from his Nyambadwe residence, when asked by a reporter whether he had plans to launch a fresh investigation into the tragedy, the President responded saying he didn't have plans, but he will wait for his Minister of Justice to advise him. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to state here that DPP administration is a just arbiter in this whole thing, because they come in as an independent entity. I know for certain that the previous campaign rode on the tragedy that befell this nation. And our friends on the other side preyed on the gullibility of many to advance and propagate lies around the tragedy. And I am certain that the DPP administration will do their best to make sure that a fresh investigation is launched so that we know the truth about what happened. It is in our interest, Mr. Speaker, sir, we on this side, that we also know exactly what happened, because the three reports coming from investigations were dismissed by our colleagues. I am aware that the Minister of Justice did indicate that he will be reviewing the reports that will come to his desk this week. If I would quote one Albert Einstein, Albert Einstein once said, insanity could be defined as doing things the same way again and again, expecting different results. Whilst I respect the decision by the Minister of Justice to review the reports that will be sent to his desk, our interest is, or rather, we would like to join our colleagues to call for fresh investigation into the tragedy, so that we can have a closure as a nation.
Honorable, I have a point of order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, now allow me.
There's a point of order. There's a point of order. Zomba Central.
Zomba City North, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you for giving the floor to Zomba City North to raise a point of order. Is it in order, Right Honorable Speaker, that the member holding the floor should propagate that this side said lies? Is lying an honorable word, Right Honorable Speaker?
Honorable, indeed, lies is unparliamentary. If you could withdraw that word and maybe replace it with something more parliamentary.
Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order.
Is it Karonga Nyungwe?
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker.
Then Zomba Malosa.
Right Honorable Speaker, is it in order that the honorable member who is holding the floor is giving response to this response of our leader, Honorable Kariati, instead of giving his response to the state president?
Indeed, he should address the chair, and let's stick to what we are doing, honourable members. Let's not divert. We are responding to the president's address, and let's stick to that. A last point of order, Honourable Zomba Malosa.
Right Honorable Speaker, I think it was on the same thing, because the honorable member kept on discussing something on Mulanje West speech. So I wanted also to comment on the same thing. Yes, he has taken almost 5 minutes commenting on Mulanje West response, which is not right. Let him deal with the SONA, not what Mulanje West said. Thank you.
Thank you, honour members. Honourable Lilongwe Mpenu, consider also winding up.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, I've only used 5 minutes of my 10 minutes. Please.
Chair.
You have 3 minutes, which you were disturbed. I'm giving you 3 minutes.
I've only
Honourable.
used 5 minutes, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes.
Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Again. Oh, only 2. You are supposed to allow 2 points of order, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honourable Mulanje West, I can only take 2, which I've exhausted.
Speaker, sir.
But as soon as Honourable Lilongwe Mpenu is finished, I will give you the point of order. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me at this point to now comment on the President's address. I must say, Mr. Speaker, sir, that the first step towards treating an ailment is correct diagnosis. In this regard, the President did diagnose the challenges, the problems, the ailments that this nation is going through. And Mr. Speaker, sir, we must also understand that this nation was made pregnant with expectation from the promises that our colleagues made during the campaign time. And I do appreciate that right now they are still enjoying some honeymoon. But the clock is ticking on them because the nation is still expecting. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am aware of the promises that our colleagues made. For example, they made a promise that school fees in secondary schools would be abolished effective September 2025. And Mr. Speaker, sir, let me say this. When somebody begins explaining a statement that they made yesterday, it means they were lying. Because facts do not need explanation.
Honourable, you have used that word again, and your time is also up. Please withdraw that word and wind up.
Mr. Speaker, sir, as I wind up, Mr. Speaker, sir, I know that students in the public universities are waiting for free food just like we used to receive. Just like we used to receive.
With these few remarks, but please withdraw the word lies.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I withdrew the word lies and replaced with untruths. As I conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, students in public universities today are waiting for free food, just like we used to receive when I was in the university. And, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me say this, that as a nation, we wish the DPP administration well. We expect them to deliver, because the Malayan voter today has become more shrewd, has become more clever, and they will not take promises for an answer. What they expect is action, action, and more action.
Thank you.
I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Honourable Mulanje West, you had a point of order.
Thank you so much, the Right Honourable Speaker. My name was mentioned, and was it in order for the Honourable Member to debate my speech? Yet we are debating the speech of the President. But also, is it in order for the Honourable Member to talk about the untruth issues when people were told to wait for 4 hours, and when people were told in the northern region, people not to go search, yet the press of the incidents were just walking distance, were just a few kilometers, and people were able to see from the road. And why is it that the honorable member is talking about the lies or untruth, and yet people were able to see the place was just closer to where the incident happened? And when is he aware that this person was a vice president, when he didn't even take action when he was a secretary general to see to it that it is important to continue searching the whole night when we lost the honourable person? Thanks so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mwazuka.
Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, there was an insinuation that we are on this side probably still in honeymoon. I wanted to assure my honorable colleagues on that side that the president was abundantly clear that there will be no honeymoon. And I would want to be very emphatic. There's no honeymoon on this side. That is why, Speaker, you see that some of the ministers are not here. They are actually in action, making sure that we build this country out of its current quagmire. No honeymoon, I repeat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leader. I had recognized Luntha Sochi. Honorable, since it's your maiden speech, you have 15 minutes.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
there was a
sir.
point. There was a point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Point of order.
The honorable member who resumed the seat
Luntha.
replaced the word lies with untruth, which is exactly the same thing. He must withdraw that word completely.
The word lies was withdrawn, and unless you had reason to ask for if the draw of the word untruth, would have looked into that, Honorable, but it was withdrawn. Let's proceed. Luntha Sochi.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting the people of Luntha City, Sochi, Zingwangwa constituency a chance. Before I say anything else, allow me to thank the Almighty God for the gift of life, strength, and the opportunity for me to stand in this house. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would also like to thank my parents who raised me with discipline, faith, and the belief that greatness comes through service. I would also wish to thank the people of Luntha, Sochi, Zingwangwa constituency, my campaign team, youth, women from the constituency, the chiefs, for believing in me to represent the constituency. And now, let me congratulate His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for delivering this year's State of the Nation address with clarity, humility, and vision. I also extend my congratulations to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, your deputy speakers, all cabinet ministers, my fellow honorable members of parliament, on your election and appointment to serve the people of the beautiful republic. Mr. Speaker, sir, I stand here deeply humbled by the trust placed in me by the people of Luntha, Sochi, Zingwangwa constituency. And I wish to salute my predecessor, Honorable Lipipa, for his service to our constituency and to this house. I rise not as one who has merely read about the struggles of Malawians, but as one who has walked with them in the markets, in the classrooms, in the ghettos of our towns, everywhere. Mr. Speaker, sir, the past 5 years have been marked by a series of crises, which our country, I think, in my view, was not prepared. A financial crisis, social crisis, political crisis,
food crisis. But over the past 5 years, we've also had a leadership crisis, in my view. But all these, Mr. Speaker, sir, have overshadowed a deeper wound, a crisis of justice and truth, a crisis of love. As a consequence, we do not trust each other in Malawi. Even in this House, the silent rules suggest that we must not trust each other. Even outside the chamber, we speak, we greet each other, but there's an underlying rule that there's a line that we cannot trust each other beyond something. And this is a culture that it goes even in our communities. Block leaders don't trust each other, chiefs don't trust each other, voters don't trust each other. So I feel, in a way, this is something we need to address beyond speeches. It is time to rebuild that trust, to speak the truth, not to divide, but to deliver. As the prophet Amos declared, let justice roll down like waters, and righteousness like an overflowing stream. That, Mr. Speaker, sir, must be the spirit that guides this House. That justice, truth, and love must flow freely again in Malawi. On economy, Mr. Speaker, sir, His Excellency spoke with honesty about the fragile state of our economy. Inflation at 28.2%, forex scarcity and rising debt at 21.6 trillion. And these are not just numbers on paper. They translate into hunger, unemployment, and hopelessness in our communities. So I was asking myself, what does this mean to a student? What does this mean to the ghetto? What does this mean to a woman in Zingwangwa, Baluti? To a young man in Mlowe? It could mean suicide. It could mean prostitution. It could mean defeat. It could mean anything. As a youth leader, I must emphasize economic stagnation means no jobs, no innovation, and no future for our young people. Malawi cannot continue to be being a consumer economy when our graduates remain vendors and our farmers remain poor. This is not time to despair. It's not time for despair. It is call to action. The challenges before us are not beyond our creativity, nor are they greater than our collective capacity to solve. Let us shift, Mr. Speaker, sir, from consumption to production, from importing everything and making something. Let us anchor recovery of the creative energy of youth. Empower youth-led agro-enterprises, small industries, and digital startups. Mr. Speaker, sir, I do believe if we equip our youth with tools, credit, markets, they will turn this economy around. Youth are the major stakeholders of our economy. Youth do not want handouts. They want a fair chance to build. They want a chance to actualize their potentials. On education, Mr. Speaker, sir, 35 years ago, Malawi's education system was stronger than it is today. University students ate free meals in cafeterias and could focus on their dreams. Today, many go to bed hungry. Some of our young women, out of desperation, have had to master the tragic art of entertaining blessers just to survive. Education must not be a privilege, it must be a pathway. Free secondary education, Mr. Speaker, sir, is a bold start, but free must not mean empty. Let us invest in teachers, in labs, digital learning, in technical skills, because education is not an expense. It is a seed of justice and progress. On constituency development, Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to speak for my people. Our roads in Chitawira and Kolokosa, Manja, Naperi, Sochist, Zingwangwa are a disaster. And this is right in the heart of the city of Luntha. We pray this administration, appealing to the Minister of Lands, Housing, and also the Minister of Local Government. Most of the houses, the property in these areas are Malawi housing properties, and we also pay city rates. And there's usually a tug of war between the Minister of Housing and Lands and local government as to who is in charge of, working on the roads. And the Honorable Minister of Local Government, he's very familiar with these areas. We've been there for years together. They're in bad state. Mr. Speaker, sir, at Zingwango Health Center, we have a sorry situation. Women at the maternity wing, sometimes they deliver on the floor. We don't have enough beds. And I think me giving a blind eye to this point, this fact is not doing my constituency justice. Water, the most basic necessity. It remains a serious crisis in my constituency. In a commercial city that is supposed to be the hub of business, we are not supposed to be having challenges, water challenges. In all these townships I've mentioned, we go sometimes 2 weeks without water. So it is a right. Water is not charity. Water is a form of justice. It is a right enshrined in the Sustainable Development Goals, and it must be honored. I commend the President for the 5 billion Constituency Development Fund. This decision is progressive, but I echo the calls from across the House. Let us resolve the issues between MPs and councillors urgently so that this fund works for the good of all of us. Mr. Speaker, sir, on 10 June, I rise with a heavy heart to echo the call made by the Honourable Leader of UTM for a commission of inquiry, a fresh one, into the events of 10 June. I think our nation is divided into two. There are those who believe it was an accident, and there are those who believe it was an engineered accident. Both sides, they've got so much to say. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, a fresh commission of inquiry gives us 2 things. One, closure to the whole nation, and probably redemption. Redemption for those who appear to be suspects when they might not be suspects. So, to echo the cause, we need a fresh commission of inquiry, because there are a lot of questions that were not answered. There was a lot of distortion of facts around 10 June. There was a lot of misinformation from the government side, especially those who are clapping now. So, a fresh commission of inquiry is a must, Mr. Speaker, sir, if I might use that word. On youth empowerment and opportunity, Mr. Speaker, sir, the youth of this country are not a problem. They are the promise of this country. I applaud the President's decision to allocate 100 million for both women and youth. The initiative can transform local economies. However, to make it effective, I propose that probably each constituency should have a youth innovation hub where we should have training, mentorship, and where these grants or loans could be administered under the members of parliament. This will ensure that the beneficiaries of these loans are equipped and trained to make the best use of the loans. I would suggest probably we partner with financial institutions like Finca, but I think the minister involved could see how they could work around it. But at constituency level, it would be key for young people to know, to have a door they can knock on to access these loans, to access training and capacity building. Empowerment alone, Mr. Speaker, sir, does not end at funding. It doesn't stop and start with funding. We must invest in digital skills training, technical colleges that should teach modern trades, the youth cooperatives. I think this is in line with the innovation hubs we might set up, we're suggesting. When we trust young people with opportunity, they repay us with innovation, energy, and results. On national unity, Mr. Speaker, sir, to echo the President, let us remember development has no party colors. Hunger, unemployment, and broken infrastructure do not ask which side one sits on. We can disagree in debate, but we must unite in purpose. This is not a time for division, this is a time for delivery. And lastly, to echo the UTM leader in the House and on behalf of the people of Sochi Zingwangwa, we pledge our full support to His Excellency the President and to his administration, to his government. Because it is in our best interest and in Malawi's best interest that the President and the government should deliver for our people. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, our nation stands at the crossroads between cynicism and courage, between talk and transformation. Let us choose courage, let us choose truth, let us choose action. As a son of the ghetto, as a son of Malawi, as a son of the soil, I pledge to work with the government, the President, and I pledge to work with everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Recognized Honorable Zimba North, Zimba Kafukule, who happens also to be our own Minister of Health. Congratulations, Honorable Minister.
Thank you.
Please, since it's also your maiden speech, you have 15 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Firstly, the people of Mzimba-Kafukule would like to congratulate the President, Professor Peter Arthur Mutharika. Would like to congratulate you, Mr. Speaker, sir, the first Deputy Speaker and the second Deputy Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, the people of Mzimba-Kafukule would also like to thank the President for the inclusive cabinet. It's my maiden speech. You are disturbing my maiden speech, please.
Honorable Lilongwe Msozi, Lilongwe Mpenu, we are not yet there. When we get there, I'm sure the leader of the House knows what to do. You want to extend now? Proceed, leader.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that we waive standing orders in order for the House to extend time to enable the Honorable Minister of Health to finish her maiden speech. I beg to move.
Honourable members, we have a motion on the floor. A motion to extend time in order for the minister holding the floor to finish her maiden speech. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, and the leader of the House for granting me an opportunity to continue my speech. I was just congratulating you, Mr. Speaker, the first deputy and the second deputy. The people of Mzimba-Kafukule are also thankful for the inclusive cabinet that the President constituted. In this cabinet, we can see that it is a cabinet that goes beyond party colors. It is a cabinet that goes beyond geographical boundaries. It is also a cabinet that is very gender sensitive. We can see women, we can see youth, we can see everybody in this cabinet. To comment on the SONA, Mr. Speaker, sir, You may wish to know that Mzimba Kafukule is a newly demarcated constituency. And being a newly demarcated constituency, it has gone into the history of this nation that the member holding the floor currently is the first MP for Mzimba Kafukule to ever exist. This means the people of Mzimba Kafukule have entrusted a woman, and not just a woman, but a young woman, to represent them. And today, they are very excited to learn that their thoughts are in line with the president's SONA, with the president's thoughts, because the president has demonstrated that he has trust in women and he has trust in the youth to be the leaders of today and not leaders of tomorrow. The women in Mzimba Kafukule, they thought when electing a fellow woman, it means they are correcting some of the gaps that have been there in terms of accessing loans, in terms of the help that they need. As you are aware, Mr. Speaker, most of the economic challenges affect women more. We have seen that there are challenges in all sectors. When we talk of health as a sector, women bear a burden. Even you can agree with me that when men in our houses are sick, it is the women that carry them to the hospital. When they go to the hospital and there is no medicine, it is a burden that goes directly to the woman. So for them, the people of Mzimba Kafukule are excited because from this point onwards, especially in the next coming budget, they will be able to have their own 100 million that can be used to improve their livelihood, that can be used for economic empowerment. This is not mean achievement. This is something that has never happened in Malawi, and the people of Mzimba Kafukule are grateful. Secondly, the youth. The youth have been used as conduits to violence. And most of the times, the youth have been cheated to think that when we do bonanzas, that's when we are keeping them happy. It has taken the president of Malawi to consider the youth with the 100 million from the coming financial year, that they can be able to do livelihood activities that would enable them to contribute positively to the economy of Malawi. Mr. Speaker, sir, kwatu tikuti hivi vindachitikepo. Vindachitikepo, and the people of Mzimba Kafukule are very happy. I will not do myself justice if I sit down, Mr. Speaker, sir, without commenting on the 5 billion that the president, through the SONA, has said it has to trickle down to the constituencies. Mr. Speaker, sir, majority of us here in this house have been meeting before. And we've been meeting during campaign when most of us were shadows. We were meeting kumamochari, Konyamula Mariro. You go to Central Hospital, you will find ambulances that have been procured by the honorable members in this house. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm commenting on the 5 billion that has been allocated. If in this 5 billion that has been allocated, only a small percentage can go to health, you will see that each and every constituency can manage a proper ambulance. And it will take a very small percentage. We have seen ambulances that have contributed to maternal death. We have seen ambulances that are moving around the constituencies that have just been taken from the garage, panel beaten here and there, and then it's a death trap. We have seen referrals, people dying when they are being transferred from constituencies to central hospitals. We are saying with the 5 billion, it is an amount. There was an honorable member who mentioned about the transport issues. but we are saying the 5 billion will sit in our constituencies. This is an opportunity that even healthcare can improve at constituency level. In terms of food security, the people of Mzimba-Kafukule are hardworking, Mr. Speaker, sir. You can today go to Madise, Engutwini, Kapando, Kafukule. You will see that the people are hardworking. They have their own farms. However, last year there was a disaster. The disaster that the Minister of Agriculture mentioned, it affected the whole nation. There were dry spells, erratic rainfall, and the people of Mzimba-Kafukule have also been affected. They have trust in the leadership that the Minister of Agriculture, who is my sister, is going to extend food support even to the people of Mzimba-Kafukule. And the people of Mzimba-Kafukule know and are assured that through this government, they are going to bounce back and continue depending on themselves. Mr. Speaker, sir, the only time the people of Mzimba-Kafukule benefited and enjoyed from a tarmac road was during the DPP regime. There was a tarmac road that was built a long time ago from Ikwendeni to Ezondweni. Mr. Speaker, sir, after that, there hasn't been any development in terms of the road. And it is the hope of Mzimba-Kafukule that this time around, because the government they have always trusted and that has always remembered them is back into government. It is the hope of Mzimba-Kafukule through the minister responsible that this road, which used to be an M1 road, it has its own economic benefits. It is going to upgrade this road from Ezondweni via Kafukule to Mzalangwe as it was done previously under DPP regime. Mr. Speaker, sir, the people of Mzimba-Kafukule are happy. The people of Mzimba-Kafukule are anxious. The people of Mzimba-Kafukule are aware that with this current government and with the promises and activities that are happening under this government, they are going to benefit a lot. With that being said, I would like to salute the President of Malawi, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. The people of Mzimba-Kafukule have sent me to thank the President for his consideration to give one of the cabinet minister role to Mzimba-Kafukule as the Minister of Health. This achievement is not just for the people of Mzimba-Kafukule. It is for whole Malawi. It is the hope of women out there, and it is the hope for all young people out there. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to also salute you for giving me this opportunity. With these few remarks, the people of Mzimba-Kafukule support the SONA. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Health. Honorable members, before I suspend the House for lunch break, let me announce that we have visitors in the gallery. These are our students from Linga CDSS. They've accompanied their MP in Kota Central. Please rise, Honorable. And our students, stand so that we can see you and wave at your Honorable member. Beautiful. You are most welcome to Parliament. You may take a seat. Honorable members, I also have two announcements to make. First, I wish to inform the House that my office has received communication from the government side that Honorable Shadrack Namalomba MP, Minister of Information and Communication Technology, is now the Deputy Leader of the House. May I take this opportunity to congratulate and thank the Honorable Minister for his appointment to the new position. Secondly, I wish to inform the House that my office has observed from the sitting plan that some members on the government side have been allocated seats which do not have necessary chamber gadgets. Specifically, members sitting on seat numbers from 117 to 129.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I also, on behalf of the people of Zomba Sondole, request the construction of a health care facility at Nkuba and Nyamwero, where residents currently walk kilometers to access a treatment. These facilities will not only improve health care outcomes and save lives, but also reflect the vision of His Excellency, the President, of ensuring quality and affordable health care for every citizen. Mr. Speaker, sir, to the Honorable Minister of Energy, we appeal for new electricity connection at Nkuba. This area is the home to many hardworking fishermen. The electricity will help them preserve fish through refrigeration, improve their income, and promote safety at night. This development will not only boost people's well-being, but also contribute to the local economy. Mr. Speaker, sir, to the Honorable Minister of Education, we humbly request consideration for the construction of a new school at Nyamwero and Nkuba, where our children walk long distances to access education. Our children's future should not be determined by the number of kilometers they walk every day. A nearby school will motivate them to learn and reduce dropout rates, especially among girls. Furthermore, Mr. Speaker, sir, I request the Minister of Education to consider abolishing the school fund and exam fees in primary schools. Many children are unable to write examination at the end of the term due to these fees, which is detrimental to their academic progress. Education is right, and we must ensure that our children have access to it without financial burdens. Additionally, I request the establishment of another technical college in the constituency, apart from Sakata Technical College, to cater to the large number of youth in the area. This will provide them skills, training, and empower them to participate in the economy. Mr. Speaker, sir, in conclusion, I stand here as a proud servant of the Sondole people constituency, strongly in support of His Excellency's State of Nation address that initiatives outlined here have the potential to transform our nation, improve people's well-being, and foster economic growth. May God bless Zomba Sondole constituency. May God bless the Republic of Malawi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Honorable, is that Baraka?
Zomba Mr. Speaker. Baraka Ngwangwa.
Baraka?
Baraka Ngwangwa, Mr. Speaker.
No, I was asking that honorable behind. Zomba Matia.
Choro Konjen. Choro Konjen.
I'm coming. Honorable there. Chikwawa. Chikwawa Central West. Lilongwe. Mude. Okay. No, let me go, Honorable there. He has been standing since morning. Honorable Karonga South. Yeah, in that order, please, let's start with Zomba Matia. Zomba Matia, it's your maiden speech. You have 15 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing the people of Zomba Matia to contribute to the statement of the President that was made in this honorable House. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to appreciate the people of Zomba Matia for the chance that they have given me to stand for them in this August House. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me join those that have already congratulated you and your deputies for ascending to this high position of the speakership. May God guide you in everything that you do. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, sir, to thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Malawi, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for his God-given wisdom and the agenda that he has to take this nation into the high levels. Mr. Speaker, sir, the people of Zomba Matia are very, very thankful to the statement that the President has made. There are so many areas that I would have tackled, but allow me to comment on the few areas. First of all, on the food security, the President clearly stated that 200,000 bags, metric tons, are being shifted to Malawi to save the people of Malawi. This is a very great initiative. If ever there is area that has been affected is Zomba Matia. Every year there are floods at Zomba Matia. And the cyclones that happened during the past years, Zomba Matia was one of the areas that was very much affected. So this one, Zomba Matia is very, very thankful to the President because it is a true reflection of his ways that no one would die of hunger. Let me also thank the President for the issue of fertilizer, and that he has said for a 50 kg bag, the people only have to pay 10,000 kwacha. It is a very great honor to us, the people of Zomba Matia. On this one, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me appeal to those people that shall be entrusted to select the people to benefit. Let's be people of humor, tijite chirungamo. And I will appeal to everyone, wherever they may be, that the President has done a very good job. It's not good to mess it up by choosing people that are not the ones to receive. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the free education, it is a prayer answered for the people of Zomba Matia. If ever there have been children that have been sent from school and there has been a great dropout of school, is Zomba Matia. Why? The level of poverty in the area is just too high, and people could not afford to send their children to school. For this one, we say thank you very much, and we appreciate very much. We don't know how best we can thank the President, but I know in our area we have got our language. When he comes to Jali, we will cook for him punga, wotira teza, wotira pasipatengo. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the CDF, this is a very great thing. Now, because of its magnitude, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm very much tempted to hire a singer, whether it's Joseph Nkasa or anyone, Joseph Matewere from our area, to compose a song which says, Adadi Mumakwana. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am very tempted. When I was young, every morning there was a song that was played on Radio 1. Mbembe kwacha, mbembe kwacha, tuonangwazi pobwera. Now I'm tempted to ask Senator sisters, every morning, the song on the radio, Harara yo, 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 Apita yo, 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 such that every day, when we start a day, we should start with this song. Everybody should appreciate and know that time has come for people to go and work. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am tempted to use my position as the president of Master of Ceremonies Association in Malawi to make a decree to all MCs in Malawi that whenever there is a wedding, instead of saying, Hakuchikazi mulipo, we should be saying, Apita oye! Mr. Speaker, sir, in this CDF issue, it is said, it is 5 billion, number one. It is 5 billion to every constituency. It is 5 billion every year. If it was during my primary time where broken English was allowed, I would have said, let me repeat it again for the second time. 5 billion every constituency, every year is not a mean thing. Thank you very much for this wise decision that has been made. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the industrialization, let me thank Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for considering the private sector. If I may quote what he said, Mr. Speaker, sir, he said, my government has got the private sector at heart. I, as one coming from the private sector and also a representative of the Malawi Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we have been singing this song to say the development of this nation lies in the private sector. For him that he has come open with this statement on behalf of the President of the Malawi Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we are saying thank you very much and we will support this. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I consider winding up, Mr. Speaker, sir, I will not do justice if I don't ask on behalf of my people. Before I ask, let me thank the DPP government because it is the DPP government that constructed the road from Zomba to Jali to Palombe. In those days, when we were going to town, we used to walk with a bottle of water because the road was so dusty. So when you reach the town, you had to wash your head and wash your face. That is a thing of the past. There is tar road mark from Zomba to Jali to Palombe that was done by GPP government. But let me also request, Mr. Speaker, sir, through the means of transport, that this good road is only from Zomba, Jali, then going to Palombe. Every road that is coming from Jali going to my constituency is impassable. You talk of the road that is from Uchande going Savula all the way going to Chamba Health Center. That is the road that is impassable. If you talk of the road that comes from Mampanda going to Matia all the way to Napali is impassable. If you talk of the bridges, Group Village Kimu, people are able to pass at Tondwe. At the bridge there, Katebwe, Sukamatumbo River, there is a very bad situation that you cannot. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me finish by appealing to the means of local government to say, consider Jali Market to be upgraded at least to a town. Some people have said, you have never been in Zomba if you have not been in Jali. You have never been in Zomba, you have not been in Jali. In fact, basi kwa Jali imakoma kumatero. But this market is so pathetic that around the Jali there is no any good hospital, there is no secondary school, there is no any other bank, and the market itself is very, very old. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me thank you very much for giving the people of Zomba Matia time to speak in this August House. If you see the people of Zomba Matia quiet, no, they have gone under the tree. Alipasipatengo, akudiapunga, otirateza. Thank you very much. With these few remarks, I therefore support the motion. I support the statement of the son of the president. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honourable members, I wanted us, before we move on to the next honourable member, there was an issue yesterday in the House. We had an issue yesterday in the House where the Minister of Finance had demanded evidence on what the leader of opposition had said. I wanted to find out from the leader of opposition if you have done that. So let me give you leader, maybe. Yes, leader of opposition.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Yesterday, indeed, there was an issue that was raised by my able brother, Minister of Finance. And I wanted, the very yesterday, Right Honorable Speaker, to stand up and clarify, because I was quoted out of context. Let me explain. My statement on page 4 of my statement, I can share copies. I raised quite a number of issues. Number one, it was what conditions are or is government discussing with IMF when we talk of structural benchmarks and prior actions. Are those conditions going to prohibit recruitment of young people? No, I have actually put them in bullets form. You can even go through.
Leader, address the chair.
Okay, thank you very much.
Order.
The very yesterday, I spoke with the Honorable Minister. He understood. But Right Honorable Speaker, I can also, to confirm to what I was sharing with the House yesterday. If you look at the memo, refer number CS/S/001 from the Chief Secretary to controlling officers, it is actually confirming exactly what I talked about. So I wanted to clarify. I was not saying government has signed an agreement. I was talking about structural benchmarks and prior actions, which are conditionalities of IMF and World Bank when we are discussing about the ECF. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I know that, Right Honorable Speaker, I know that in the context of understanding this, when I was talking about recruitment, I was referring to youth recruitment. When I was talking about reducing or not increasing salaries, I was talking about those who are already employed. My understanding and the understanding of any standard Malayan is that recruitment is done to young people. So basically, what I raised in my statement on page 4 was referring to structural benchmarks and prior actions. If you would like to understand, these are conditionalities that are given when you are negotiating for a program between any government, World Bank, and IMF. I hope, Right Honorable Speaker, I have made myself clear, and this is substantiated by the memo that has been authored today, Your Excellency, and those that would like to have that memo, if they go through that memo, they will actually attest to this, that all the issues I raised are actually noted on that particular memo.
Point of order.
Submit.
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order.
Honorable Minister of Local Government, congratulations, brother. Yes, what is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a House of Records. And whatever we say here, Malawians are listening. What you demanded, or what was demanded, was not an explanation, but evidence. That's why an honorable, intelligent member at some point rose and said, when you want to say something, be clear. You don't have to seek to call people to begin to explain what you were trying to say. What he's doing is to explain what he was trying to say. But is there evidence that the Malawi government has signed with IMF on employment to do with the youth? Because they were listening out there. And that's what it was been called to give evidence. The memo that is talking about is not new in as far as DPP governments are concerned. We believe in physical discipline. Among others, that's why I said even the last cabinet that we had, there were adjustments to our salaries. This is not new. So what he's explaining is the obvious one, but does he have evidence? If he doesn't, that part must be deleted and it should be withdrawn. That's what we're talking about. There is no any agreement to do whatsoever to do with the jobs for the youth. I therefore demand that if he doesn't have evidence, that part be deleted and struck off the Hansard. I submit.
Honourable members, let's close this issue. Listening to the leader of opposition, clearly what was said or what was understood, he cannot bring evidence to sustain it or to prove it. And I will sustain Choro Central's point of order and ask that the parts that the Honourable Leader of Opposition has clarified or cleared, those that he has not cleared should be struck off the Hansard. That's my ruling. Honourable members, I know I had recognized Chikwawa Central West. Chikwawa Central West, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. You have 15 minutes, Honorable.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. First of all, let me thank you, Mr. Speaker, and your deputies for ascending to the speakership of this August House. The people of Chikwawa Central West, more especially from the Paramount Chief Lundu and Senior Chief Ngabu, they are so happy that you are the Speaker of this National Assembly. Mr. Speaker, allow me also to thank all honorables here in this House for being elected into this beautiful House. We are here as representatives of the people, and we know that we are not going to disappoint our people out there. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me also congratulate His Excellency, the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for being elected the head of state and president of this country. The people of Chikwawa Central West are so happy. We are in this House today, as I myself am in the government side of this House, under the leadership of DPP. Yes. And I want to say this, that DPP belongs into this side. True. Our friends on the other side, I hope they're going to learn in the hard way. Because DPP is here to stay. Mr. Speaker, sir, when we were young, we were told about the bad side of MCP. But as young people, we thought it was just a joke. But now we have seen the reality of what MCP can do. And I believe, the last time they came out of power, it was almost 30 years ago. But now it will be more than 40 years. Yes. Because they'll have to wait for those unborn babies who doesn't know the history of MCP it is only those people who are going to vote for MCP. But as for us, it is my maiden speech.
Order, order, order. Honour members, let's have order. Let's have order. Honour members, on my left, please sit down. Let's take our seats. Let's take our seats. Honourable
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honour members, Honourable Chikwawa Central West, please proceed.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, as my maiden speech in this August House, some of us to be here, it is by the grace of God. Amen. We had a lot of challenges out there, but God made it possible for us to be here. And we are here as representatives of the people who sent us here. And we are here to tell the people the truth, that this country needs a government that is a listening government. And that government is DPP government. What happened in 2020, it was a big accident to this country. And it is not supposed to be repeated. In our lifetime, we will stand here and speak the truth and defend the people who sent us here so that they cannot again be subjected to the harsh realities of the past regime. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me continue. Let me also thank my family for being there, supporting me all the way. Let me also thank the people of Chikwawa Central West for entrusting me with this noble responsibility of representing them in this August House. And I thank them. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to dwell much on the CDF, Mr. Speaker, sir. DPP is always known as a developmental government, and we believe, the people of Chikwawa Central West, that with this CDF of 5 billion that the President has provided to each member of this House, we will do miracles. There are so many things that we are supposed to do, but the CDF amount was so small. But with this amount of 5 billion, I know and I believe that some of the projects which my constituency was trying to achieve but could not, will be achieved under the prudent leadership of Professor Athapitam Talik. We have got a road that is from Nchalo Trading Center going to Ntambaterere, Nyampota, Zironzo, Nyasa. This road has stayed for so long, and my people have struggled to do their everyday life, their businesses, because of this bad state road. And I believe with this amount of money, we will be able to upgrade this road to a good gravel surface road, which will improve the livelihood of my constituents. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me assure you and this House that the people of Chikwawa Central West constituency, they are so happy and they are totally behind the leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. That is why we voted in our large numbers so that the DPP should continue where they stopped. Because for the past 5 years, Chikwawa has been neglected. Nothing has been done in Chikwawa. We were promised roads named Gwanda Jakwamba Highway. We were promised roads, Sidigimia Highway. Nothing to show up. But we believe all those roads were initiated by DPP. And we trust the process that only DPP will finish those roads. We have the Minister of Transport is here. I believe he's going to review. He's going to review so that Shire Valley will benefit from this amount of money. Mr. Speaker, sir, my people from Paramount Chief Lundu, we believe that with this amount of money, we will be able to construct or to upgrade some of the hospitals that we have at Inchalo. We have got a clinic which we are supposed to upgrade it to a health center. And at Indirande, we're supposed to have a health center again. Tomali, Paramount Chief Lundu, we're supposed to have a health center again. With this 5 billion, I believe we will achieve all these. We are asking none but to thank you, to thank the President for giving us this amount of money. The amount of money that we were given last time, it was 200 million, if not mistaken. But 5 billion will do wonders, will do miracles. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me touch on the economy. Nchalo or Chikwawa, Shire Valley, is one of the places, one of the districts that has contributed a lot to the national cake of the economy. Because Nchalo houses Ilovo Sugar Company, houses Preskin. All these companies, big companies, they are in Chikwawa and they are in Nchalo. We contributed a lot to the public funds, and it's our belief that the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Trade and Industry will look into it so that Chikwawa should develop according to the amount, to the percentage that we contribute to the country. Because we contribute a lot, but if you go around in Chalo, you go around Chikwawa, our roads are impassable, public infrastructures are not good, but we trust the process that with the ushering of Arthur Professor Peter Mutharika as president of this country, things will change and things will go better. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me finish by this. Let me conclude by this. Honorable members, we are in this house, this great hall. Our friends were here before. They are not here. We should not forget this. We are here as representatives of the people. We should know that we are sent to represent those people and to advance the aspirations of our people. Mr. Speaker, sir, finally, let me thank you for according the people of Chikwawa Central West an opportunity to speak and to debate in this House. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Chikwawa Central West. Order. Honorable member, you should greet for me my brothers in Ndirande, Kalulu, Sekeni, Tomu, Parodiapo. I love them all. Thank you. Honourable members, I had recognized Lilongwe Mude. Honourable, you have 10 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, for giving an opportunity to the people of T.A. Kabudula and Senior Chief Kongoni to make a contribution to the presidential address. But before I do that, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me say congratulations to you and the First Deputy Speaker and the Second Deputy Speaker for ascending to those positions of leadership in this House. And congratulations again to the President. Mr. Speaker, sir, since the President won the elections on 16 September, I've been listening to his speeches. And they are speeches of unifying this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, when the President spoke last Friday, he spoke about unifying Malawi, and he wants to leave a legacy in this country. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a group of very excited group of people in DPP. Mr. Speaker, sir, they are overexcited with power. And because of that overexcitement, Mr. Speaker, they are damaging the legacy that the President is trying to build in this country. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I said, I have been listening to the President, and I have sensed some humor in him. And I remember one of the speeches, he said, Anachi Pongwe left somebody on the protocol list. So I want to borrow the humor of the President by calling these overexcited members of DPP Anachi Pongwe, because they are trying to really damage the legacy that the President is making. Mr. Speaker, sir, for the first time in the history of this country, we have seen principal secretaries fired within a week of taking power. We have seen people being fired, Mr. Speaker, sir, people who are skillful, talented people. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is our opinion that the change of government should bring governance dividends. Mr. Speaker, sir, the home origin of a person should never be a qualification or disqualification for public service. Mr. Speaker, sir, that being said, I want to commend the President for the CDF. The CDF, Mr. Speaker, sir, will change a lot of constituencies. But you agree with me that there are constituencies where I can run within 30 minutes, I complete the constituency. There are constituencies that can take me 2 hours to run through them. And there are constituencies that can take us maybe a day or two to complete it. We believe that we should be thinking about proportional CDF. Larger constituencies must be considered with extra so that they are able to develop their constituencies. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President mentioned about rutile mining in Kasia. we believe that rutile mining is the way to go. Actually, mining can change the economic landscape of this country if done properly.
Honourable member, we have a point of order. Yours is not a maiden speech. I can take only 2 points of orders.
Yes.
Zomba Malosa. Rumpi West, is that a point of order? Okay, after Zomba Malosa.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the honourable member that has just resumed his seat keeps on referring that the government is removing skillful people, something of that nature. My question is, we had some instances here, issues of security. Where were these skillful people? We had cars being damaged right here at Parliament. Nothing was being done. Now DPP government wants to correct all that. He wants the same people that was harboring those Azikwanje to be free. Do you call those people harboring the Azikwanje people skillful? Really? Mr. Speaker? Thank you.
Rumpi West.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. With due respect to my brother, because we are sleeping in the same bedroom, so I'll approach his statement on proportional consideration of CDF in a brotherly way, because we are in marriage. Is it in order, Mr. Speaker, sir, for someone to suggest using quota system or a financial quota system again in terms of development? Luntha district, Luntha West has suffered for the past 60 years because of the same quota system. The only factor that can unify this country is equal distribution of resources, regardless of size. Is it in order for those people to continue propagating quotas, financial quota system in this country? Is it in order, Mr. Speaker, sir?
Honourable members, I make my rulings on procedural matters, but I've taken that point. You could have a valid point, but I follow procedures as well. Honourable members, when we are making our statements, let's avoid statements that will provoke our colleagues. That's my advice. You can express your opinion, but know the limits of expressing our opinions. This is going both sides. Let's take note of that. Honorable Lilongwe Mude, you may continue.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I forgive my brother for misunderstanding what I said, because what I said was that it has to be proportional. We have 5 billion, but there are constituencies that need more than 5 billion. So there are constituencies where you cannot get to the next village easily. We need more money so that they are able to reach out to more in those constituencies. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I forgive those who cannot understand me. Mr. Speaker, sir, I was mentioning about the mining industry that the President pointed out in this House. we agree with the president that mining is the way to go. And the former president used to mention about mining as well. That's a continuation that we need in this country. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, we have learnt a lot from Kairekera, and we know who were managing Kairekera at that time. We want Kasia mining to be a model where people in Kasia and surrounding villages and Malawians actually benefit from the mining industry. Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to also comment on the project continuation. You agree with me, and the House will agree with me, that if there's a president who has made a lot of progress in infrastructure development, it is the former president, Dr. Lazarus Magathie Chakwera. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, let me repeat, it looks like they didn't hear me correctly. If there's a president who has done a lot in infrastructure development in this country, it is the former president, Dr. Lazarus Magathie.
Honorable, consider winding up.
Mr. Speaker, sir, you know, they have taken a lot of my time, and I still have like 3 minutes to conclude.
5 minutes, actually. You have 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, sir, it is our plea. It is our plea that this group that is so overexcited with power will not spoil the presidential. Keep quiet, you. Mr. Speaker, sir, there are projects that are continuing. We saw Dr. Lazarus Magathie Chakwera, the former president, continuing the projects that were left by the DPP government. It is our prayer and our plea that this government will continue the projects that were started by the previous government. We have, for example, Mr. Speaker,
with these few remarks,
Mr. Speaker, sir, I had a few things to mention, but in respecting you, Chair, I should say that people in Kongoni, people in Kabudula are really crying over the AIP because 2 people in a village are benefiting from it, and we appeal to government not to abandon mega farms. That's the way to go for us to progress in this country. With these few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I support the presidential declaration and the speech he made, and I appeal to the president not to allow Anashi Pongwe to spoil his legacy. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable.
Point of order. Point of order.
Are you rising on a point of order?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Sanjay Central, point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I would like to draw attention to Standing Order 100, and with your permission, I would like to read it. All imputations of improper motives to a member and all personal reflections on other members shall be considered highly disorderly. The honorable member has time and again referred to members of this House as being overexcited. Being overexcited is an improper reflection to the members of this side. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like you to ask the member to withdraw that statement that is reflecting on the members of this side. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honorable member, I want to believe that what Lilongwe Mude was meaning by saying overexcitement was actually being referred to being happy, and extremely happy because your president won. I don't see any defamation statement in there. So let's consider it as a compliment, Honorable Sanje Centro. Thank you. Point of order. Are you standing on for contribution? I still have one more member to contribute, and then I will recognize more. I had recognized Karonga. Are you standing on a point of order?
I know.
Mulanje West, point of order.
Too much.
Thank you so much, the Right Honourable Speaker. Is it in order for the honourable member who just resumed his seat to ask for the subsidized constituency fund, because some constituencies are bigger than others? Yet he himself is standing in the constituency where the former president was coming from. But now we were getting 200 million. That was the time where he was supposed to do that and look for the subsidized, not now. But also, is it in order for him to talk about the development that it was done? Yet we've been crying for Tuchira bridge. It has been there over 6 years without even being finished. We had to go to Regenerative Estate to bail us out. It's when now they thought of coming to start the bridge, but they haven't even finished it. What development is he talking about? Yet 6 years down the line, they didn't finish the Tuchira bridge, which we've been crying for. Thanks so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And on the light note, on the serious note, the area where the honourable member is coming from is the area where the former president was coming from. It took the give it directly to bail out people who were eating us there, to be giving them money to buy food. Give it directly. It's an organization which is giving a lot of money to people, and Kabudula benefit from it.
Thank you.
Yet and we need to learn from that. That is wherever we are coming from. We need to feed our people than the area where the former president
Thank you,
was coming
Mulanje
from.
West.
Thanks so much.
Honour members, this being the first week, most of us are acquainting ourselves to our own rules. Let me remind honour members that a point of order is supposed to be 1 minute, and straight to the point. This is going across the board. We are a bit more relaxed this week, but from next week we will start enforcing our own rules. So please take note of those clauses in our handbooks. And Mulanje West, I've taken note of that. Even though we know that it was his own opinion, and you'll be given a chance as well to speak your own opinion. Let me recognize Karonga, was it Karonga South?
Karonga South.
Karonga South, allow me, let me beg with you to looking at the time, to come in after this time? Oh, okay, Karonga South, I'm told there's enough time. Please proceed. I'm giving you 15 minutes since it's your maiden speech.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Karonga South to take the floor. I rise today with deep respect for this House and the people of Malawi to respond to the State of the Nation address delivered by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the President of the Republic of Malawi. I do so not only as the leader of People's Party in the House, but also as the elected representative of Kalonga South Constituency under the leadership of Senior Chief Kaila Wasambo, Principal GVH Mponera, Mwakwawa, Chimpinga, Mwandovi, Njarayankunda, Kamtetenga, Mtawali, and all the leaders of the land, from Lueja, Kwawa, Ndomo, Sangilo, Kapirikalanda, Bundi, Chigonabweka, Matako Awiri, Chankorombe, Fuliwa, and Majariro. A proud member of the party, which is led by Her Excellency Dr. Joyce Banda, a party rooted in the values of equity, accountability, and inclusive development. On that note, allow me also to extend my heartfelt congratulations to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and the Deputy Speakers on your well-deserved election. I also wish to congratulate all honorable members of this 2025 Parliament on this election. Amen. It is indeed a great honor and responsibility bestowed upon all of us by the people of Malawi to serve with dedication and integrity. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President's address acknowledged the gravity of our economic challenges, inflation 28.2%, and public debt now exceeding 21 trillion, and persistent forex shortages are not just figures in a report. They are the daily struggles of our people. Families are unable to afford basic goods. Businesses are stalling. Our youth are losing hope. We welcome the President's commitment to engage financiers and seek debt treatment. But we must ask, how did we get there? What else? What lessons have we learned? What safeguards are in the place to prevent the recurrence? Economic diplomacy must be more than aspiration. It must be anchored in transparency. Strategic partnerships and measurable outcomes. Mr. Speaker, sir, the declaration of food crisis and the procurement of maize from Zambia are necessary interventions. But we must go beyond emergency relief. The introduction of the farm input subsidy program is commendable, yet its success depends on integrity and efficiency. We argue robust oversight to prevent the distribution of fake fertilizer, and ensure that every kwacha reaches the intended beneficiaries, Mr. Speaker, sir. On energy, we note that the plans to diversify fuel importers and revert to the open tender fuel procurement system, these are positive steps. But fuel queues are not just inconvenient. They are a drag to productivity and a cost to business. Similarly, the commitment to expand power generation is welcome, but implementation must be swift and equitable. Mr. Speaker, sir, mining sector presents a beacon of hope. Projects like Kairekera uranium and the Kanyika niobium must benefit local communities. The proposed sovereign fund must be safeguarded from political interference and designed to uplift the lives of ordinary Malawians. Mr. Speaker, sir, we commend the introduction of free secondary education and reforms in passport issuance. These are tangible steps towards equity. But the President himself acknowledged the collapse of public service systems. We must restore professionalism, discipline, and responsiveness in our civil service. And budgeted recruitments and procedural promotions must end, not just in words, but in practice. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me now to speak for the people of Kalonga South. The M1 road coming from Songwe, border to Chiveta, is in a very bad state. The stretch is not just a road, it is a lifeline. It connects Malawi to Tanzania, facilitates trade, sustains livelihoods. Its deterioration has reached unimaginable levels. Vehicles break down daily. Travel times have tripled. Both local and foreign business people are suffering. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me also add this. We don't have clean and safe water to sustain the whole constituency. Only maybe 10% of the population has got safe water. Can I ask the minister responsible to do the needful? Mr. Speaker, sir, this is not just a regional concern, it's also a national emergency. I urge the government to prioritize rehabilitation of this road with immediate effect. The prosperity of the Kalonga South and the nation depend on the reformed constituency development fund allocations for youth and women are steps in the right direction. But we must ensure that these funds are disbursed equally and transparently, and with the community participation. Development must not be politicized, it must be democratized, Mr. Speaker, sir. In conclusion, the People's Party stands ready to work with the government. We know that DPP delivers. This building we are sitting in here, it's because of DPP. Is it not so? If you did that, can't you deliver all this? Mr. Speaker, sir, I finish up my submission. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honourable members will have to go for a health break and will proceed after the health break. But for now, I have an announcement to make. Soon after health break, I will allow Honourable for Baraka Ngwangwa to make his contribution. I know you have your visitors in the gallery. I will give you that chance soon after health break. Honourable members, as per the motion moved by the Leader of the House in the morning, in the House, the Leader of the House in the morning during health break, His Honor the Chief Justice will now preside over the swearing-in ceremony of one of our honorable members and some officers. I therefore suspend the proceedings for health break, during which the swearing-in ceremony will take place. House suspended.
the big